My name's Jay, Big City Flips.
I'm Ray.
Chad, the Quirkypicker.
Welcome back, guys. Man, it's great. It's been a great day today, and it's great to have all of us together again on another Thursday. I just want to thank you guys, whoever watching right now. Thank you for joining in.
Yep, thank you. So, how's everybody doing this week? How's everybody doing?
Myself personally, I'm doing excellent. Excellent week.
Good.
I cannot complain. Sales has been fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I just, everything's going great.
Awesome.
I wish I could say that.
You wish you could say that? What?
I wish I could say I had fantastic sales. I had the worst week ever last week. I'm pretty sure it was my worst week ever.
Ever?
And a lot of people
selling?
Yes. In the history since I went full time about 3 years ago, even as a part-time seller for the last year, I think it was my worst week. It's embarrassing. Okay.
Except for a couple good sales.
Well, I did sell one cool thing that saved my week, but it didn't go on last week's paycheck. It's going on this week's paycheck. See, I'm going to go find it right now. I mean,
you get a paycheck?
Well, technically, yeah. Well, I get deposit in my checking account. I call it a paycheck.
Well, paycheck. So think about that. So, how do you guys take your payout? Do you take it daily? Do you take it every week?
Once a month for me.
Once a month.
Wow. Weekly.
I take mine weekly.
And I take mine daily.
Don't you have to pay a fee if you take it daily?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
they don't. Did they used to do that when it started?
Maybe, I don't know, but there's no
for
fee.
eBay?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I get paid. All my accounts get paid regularly. eBay's daily. I just don't pull my own personal paycheck.
I see. Yeah.
Except for once a month.
Okay, so you take yours daily also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so if you have a good day one day and a bad day the next day, they're pulling money out of your checking account. No.
Yeah, they possibly, like, sometimes.
I've never had that. I mean, very, very rarely.
Yeah.
Well, I thought for sure if you wanted daily payouts, you had to pay like a 1% fee or something like it. That was never a thing.
Not to my recollection.
Okay. Well, I want a positive cash flow every day. I don't want them giving me $50 one day and taking out 10 the next because I paid for shipping the next day or something, and I didn't have a sale. So you'd have a lot of negative days, don't you?
No, I think there's a 24-hour buffer.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
ABC Matt says no. Okay.
Mo87 says, hi, Chad. Hi, guys. How you doing, Mo?
Hey, Mo.
That's Melinda.
Melinda?
Melinda from the Flippin' Fantastic podcast.
Flippin' Fantastic podcast.
Yeah. She's from down in the Wilmington, Hockessin area. Hockessin. I don't know how to pronounce it. Hockessin or Hockessin. Delaware. And I met her at a estate sale one time in Wilmington.
Well,
I haven't met her, but I have met Amy, so.
Oh.
That she does her podcast.
I hope I spelled your name right, Melinda.
There we go.
Oh, man.
I used to go pirate ship.
What are you guys working on today?
Well, I just pulled one of my bins out from one of my piles to see what I had, and I'm just doing some video games today. And then I guess I'm going to do some Pogs, and then there's some DVDs, but I'm going to wait to use some type of AI listing tool and see if I can do all my DVDs at one time instead of doing.
Okay, you haven't tried that yet?
I haven't tried that yet.
Okay.
And today might be the day. But hey, in other news, reselling news, did you see that eBay bought Depop?
I did.
$2 billion.
No, it wasn't that much, was it?
No.
Yeah.
That was.
It was 1.2.
Yeah, 1.2.
Oh, I thought you said 2. Sorry.
No, 1.2.
Yeah.
But actually, Etsy I seen that they bought Depop for $1.6 billion. So they lost a little bit of money.
What does eBay gain?
They made it up while they owned Depop.
Well, eBay's going to apparently from the news that I've read, that eBay's going to let Depop run at their own level of business. That's what they're going to do. But they're hoping to bring in, because most of the users on Depop are 34 years and younger. Yeah. So they want to bring in that younger style crowd to eBay. That's what they're looking for.
Do you guys currently use Depop?
I don't.
I've never even logged into it. I don't even know what it is exactly, but
it's so slow over there. I haven't made a sale in it's probably been over a month, but I don't list any new items on there at all. Like I haven't listed on there in a long time. Just keep it on there.
It's Maureen, not Melinda. Did I say Melinda? I'm sorry. Isn't Mo, when people call someone Mo, it's usually short for Melinda. Maureen. Oh boy.
Maureen, I am sorry, but Maureen.
Whoops.
Now I know your name. Old school says, "Hey yo, how's it going, Jimmy?" And then we got a Den Decor Depot says, "I do daily with no penalty. If you do instant, there's a fee."
Oh, instant.
Instant,
right? Instant, the fee. That's right. Now that's exactly. Yep.
I still like a weekly paycheck versus the daily paycheck. It just feels like I'm building to something.
Roll Squirrel popping in to say hi. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it.
Hi, friend.
Wow.
There you go.
Oh, I don't know. Kristen told me about this. I don't know how many of you guys follow all the TikTok trends and stuff. But did you see the thing about the 365 buttons?
No.
Have you seen that? Anybody familiar?
Now you're going to have to explain it.
No.
Well, it was just a comment on somebody else's TikTok post that went viral. This girl said she was going to collect 365 buttons, one for day of the year, to be more mindful of her time. And I guess it just went crazy and people wanted to know what she was going to do with them. And she ended up saying, "It only has to make sense to me." And now that comment has gone viral. They did a skit about it on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, sheesh.
Wow.
And so I decided to see if I can, I don't know, get any traction from it. And I listed a lot of buttons, 365 buttons yesterday as an auction.
How many views? Oh.
I just did it last night. I haven't even looked. And then I posted a reel about it just a little bit ago, so that I'm going to try to post it across social media, and I don't know. It may not do any well, but I don't care. I just am doing it for fun. So, but Kristen gave me the idea because I hadn't heard about it either.
Nice, that's cool. But I will say, I was watching Old School Flips, his toy channel on Facebook. He does the reels on the toys, and I like the GI. That kind of made me want to think about putting together a GI Joe shelf for myself. Because it looked like he had a bunch of head knocks on there. I don't know if you want to watch any of his reels on Facebook, but he does a real good job of it. I love when somebody shows off stuff. There's something inside me, I was like, I have to see it.
That's pretty cool. They're going back to the buttons. So you're talking to me like pin back buttons, right?
Sewing buttons.
Buttons. Yeah, buttons. Yeah.
I was about to jump on the trend because I have a bunch of pin back buttons.
Well, you could, yeah, right. Variation. Do you buy jars of buttons when you find them at yard sales?
Very rarely. The only buttons I've found to be valuable are actually really old ones and specific ones. So I'll buy big lots of them if they're really cheap. And I'll look in a jar and I'll see if I see anything in there that I think is valuable, but I very rarely actually buy them.
How do you know an old button from a not so old button?
Experience.
Okay.
I mean, they don't make, well, I guess they do somewhat, but most buttons today are plastic, maybe metal. They're not very fancy compared to some of the older ones. But a lot of the old glass buttons or metal filigree type buttons can have some good value, especially some painted glass buttons are the best ones
Painted
that I know
glass,
of. But
okay.
I haven't done a ton with them. So,
I've
it's
bought a lot of
lot work.
military buttons.
No, well,
Yeah, pin back buttons probably are a better way to go. I don't know.
Yeah, I just wouldn't even know where to start with sewing buttons. Like I wouldn't like. I have no like because it's not like you're not going to go buy like a brand unless I mean some of them might be branded, but most of them probably aren't. I guess I don't
Right.
know.
Well,
Yeah.
so I guess if they're on their original card, some people like that, then they would have their brand on them, and you could kind of date them better. But it's a lot of work. I don't necessarily recommend it unless you just kind of happen upon some, and then
It's interesting. I never. I mean, people collect anything, so that's really collect anything.
So, so I know what Ray collects. Do you guys collect anything?
not really. Just I have some Ohio State stuff from a long time ago and some Cincinnati Red stuff. Those are the two teams I like. But yeah, so if I find that stuff in Pennsylvania, I usually pick it up because it's cheap. It's not. There's no demand here for Ohio State stuff, but
Right.
somebody moved here and. No, I don't. I want to collect a lot of things, but every time I buy something that's valuable, I end up selling it before it's worth more for me to sell it than it is to keep it.
Yeah. Well, you always got that bug, you know, regardless. I like to collect things, but it's always that seller bug that gets me. And whatever I collect, I'm always wind up selling. So I can't keep it long enough.
I mean, the thing is, when you have a collection, somebody's going to sell it at some point.
Yeah. Well, that's the way the world goes around, right? I mean,
Yep.
It's gonna go in a yard sale when you die.
we wouldn't have half the things that we have if, you know, the collectors didn't somehow sell them at one point in their life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have a friend that bought out an estate, did an estate buyout, and the person had collected precious moments, and they had like 500 precious
Wow.
moments. And it's like, most of that is just not worth
No.
messing with at all. But, I mean, they didn't really hardly pay anything for it since they got it in this buyout. And they have a booth at a flea market, and they've been selling them for about $4 a piece, and they've been moving pretty regularly.
Yep.
Might take them a while to get rid of them all, but
But do you remember when precious moments were really hot at one point in time? I mean, those things were they were hot, just like Beanie Babies and stuff.
yeah.
And everything has their time, and then they peak off, and then they start to drop down.
Will they ever come back is the question.
So they kind of were doing that thing where people were altering them. It's like the altar.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, they picked up a little bit because of that, but I don't think they're never going to be what people thought they were. And there's so many things like that. But like Jay was saying, between Beanie Babies, Precious Moments, and I know like I got a lot of Funko Pops, and I know that's gonna happen with them. Like I 100% know it's already happening. But the only ones I collect are ones I've gotten autographed in person at conventions and stuff. So that's the only ones I'll keep. But I'm hoping obviously the autograph will retain some of that value.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, the Funko Pops are becoming the new Beanie Baby.
For sure.
That's it. You know, once you
Yep.
start putting so much of this stuff out there, and you start making 1,000,001 figure that nobody really ever asked for, that becomes a problem.
Yeah, good rule of thumb we found is that if it's made to be collectible, it ain't.
It ain't.
100%.
Yep.
That's right. It ain't.
That's why my mother-in-law is slowly giving me her Longenberger basket collection. And but believe it or not, they still have some value.
Yes.
Not the
Yeah.
value that she paid brand new,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they still sell. Unlike a Beanie Baby, which isn't going to sell at all, rarely. I'm selling Longenberger stuff all the time. So every time I go to my mother-in-law, she gives me another tub full of Longenberger stuff to list, and I list it, and it's selling almost weekly, daily sometimes.
Yeah, people
No,
still buy Longenberger. I mean, it's a name.
Yeah. At some point, that might, when the generation that wanted Longenbergers done, then they might become Beanie Babies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
it'll get nostalgic.
Yeah.
Become nostalgic and maybe pick up again.
True. My mother had Longenberger, and now I'm old like my mother was at that age. So to remember her, I'll buy some Longenberger stuff. I actually had a lady tell me that my mother had this basket, and so she wanted to buy mine, or she bought mine because of that.
Makes sense.
But I also had that person that bought that candle because they said the scent reminded her, it was her mother's favorite scent, and when she got it, she was very disappointed that the scent did not smell like what she remembered.
Yeah.
It lost
lost
its
those
flavor,
smells.
as Jay would say.
Yeah, the flavor. Oh, does anybody else in the chat? Does anybody else call a scent of flavor sometimes? I mean,
Only by mistake.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get the item that I sold. I got to ship this today, so I'm gonna go get this item quick.
okay.
I mean, you'll be able to see me.
All right.
So I started on Sunday. I started using a AI listing tool called List Agent.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because it's only 1 cent per listing, and I'm only doing cards. So that's all I'm doing. But it just makes it a little easier, and I can group them by, like, when I do a batch, I'm doing all the same sport, or it just makes it really easy for that. But it's crazy because it's not completely accurate all the time. And at the end of last week's episode, me and Jay were talking, and I was saying how you really have to, you still have to go over it and look at every little detail almost in a way, but most of the work is done. I mean, I can list probably about, I don't know, almost 100 cards within an hour.
Oh, that's
yeah.
a lot.
And for 1 cent per listing, you really can't beat that.
Yeah.
How's that compare to? Is that the List Easier, or is that something else?
List Easier is something else, but it's the same type of listing tool. But I haven't tried that. I think what just intrigued me was the price on List Agent, so that's why I went in and tried that. But that was my next go was going to be List Easier, because I think there's like 7 cents per listing.
Oh, I don't know.
If you buy 1,000, yeah, I think it's like $60 or $70, whatever, for 1,000 listings. But if you just buy the 100, which 100 for $15, it's obviously 15 cents the listing, but you're not committed. They don't expire at the end of a month.
Oh, okay. Huh.
So that's the nice thing about it. I just buy 100 at a time.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder if
So I sold
or not.
water ski. I went to a yard sale last spring, and I bought 4 water skis for $50, so like $12.50 each, and sold this one for $99 plus shipping.
Nice.
$60 shipping.
Wow.
I don't know where the person's from.
Shipping on top.
Yeah, because you want to slalom. The slalom ski has the boot in the back, so I used to water ski a lot, so you put your foot back here, but if you buy a set of skis, one has the slalom boot and the other one doesn't. And this O'Brien set, they both were slalom skis, so then I could sell them individually, not as a set. Now, the box I'm going to use to ship this, a friend of mine, when they made I had a new deck put on our house a couple years ago, and I kept all the boxes from the decking. And it's a perfect size box for a ski. I've already sold like 2 water skis and maybe 3 water skis in the past, a couple years ago.
That's sometimes the problem. Can't find the box or something you
Well,
sell like that.
I've kept these boxes for years for this one moment.
Hey, I
you
just
can't buy
want to
your
say,
skis till you find some more boxes, huh?
Yeah.
Den
I can get it.
Says nasal flavors. It's science. You can't taste without
Nasal.
sense of smell. Thank you, Den. Hey, I got somebody on my side. Vintage Sports Flips. What's up? What's up?
What's up, Keith?
Keith, Keith, you live on the north side of Philadelphia, because you're going to a couple flea markets in my area almost weekly, but I thought you took over Philly Flipper's warehouse, and I thought that was down more towards the airport in Philly, but maybe I'm wrong there.
Not only that, did you find that F face in that flare box? I don't know if you went through it all already.
I haven't seen it yet, but I don't know. I mean, you might have to check his videos. I try to watch them every day.
Oh yeah, he just pointed out the new name, Jay.
Yep.
Big City Flips.
Yep. New name. How do you guys like that name?
That works. Is it
Big City?
Are you going to use that across all your social media?
I'm using it across everything. Yep.
Okay, so I can find you on Instagram and tag you appropriately now?
Yeah, it would be in Instagram. It's big_city_flips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he changed it from he changed the Junk Jaw page, Instagram page, to that. I don't know if you followed the Junk Jaw one or not, but
Okay.
for anybody that did, now Jay's already got over 1,000 followers because he's
Okay. I was going to say, I'm already following you, so yeah.
Big city. What city? Baltimore City.
Is Baltimore a big city?
Well, it's big enough.
Yeah.
How about that?
Where's it ranked nationally?
I don't know. Could be. Maybe top 10. I don't know. You know, it's something to look up. But I'm calling Baltimore a big city.
All right. And what if you move? Then you're going to keep the name? Philly Flipper?
You're going to move to a big city.
Yeah, I got to move to a big city. I mean,
I don't know.
You gotta
Philly
upgrade.
Flipper's still Philly Flipper.
yeah, he's, you know.
I know, but he is not in Philadelphia anymore, so it's like false advertising.
It is. It is kind of false.
Go Birds. That's right. You know, we got a couple guys down, but that's all right. We got all polar bear in. Oh man. Yeah, I like that. I figured I like the name. I didn't chat GPT it or nothing. I just was like sitting there one day. I said, "Let me try something." think of a new name, and that's what I came up with. So
You didn't chat GPT it, but what'd you do to do your logo?
chat GPT.
Baltimore's 30th nationwide.
30th nationwide.
Well, that's
you know,
pretty good.
yeah.
Is it?
It's big enough, you know.
Yep.
Okay.
What am I going to say? Small city flipper? I
Well,
mean,
kind of big city flipper.
kind of big city.
Still so big city.
Even though we technically don't live in a city, Jay.
Yeah, we don't live. Well, yeah, we don't live in the city.
We're
but-
counting
but
right
that's
up.
where I do my flips at, in the big city. I may not
Where
live
do
in
you
the
find
city.
him at?
In the city. I do all my flipping in the city.
Mid city flipper.
Mid-
ABC Max
City
does.
flipper.
Right.
That's good.
Just mid. Yeah.
Just mid.
Mediocre city flipper.
Yeah, mid city mediocre flipper. Just real long.
Yeah. Well, the traffic in Baltimore makes it feel like a big city. Holy moly. There are times when it takes forever to get to the airport.
But Matt lives and source in a big city. That's fun. That's right.
I think
city you from?
I don't even know if he drives a car. I think he's out west somewhere.
Out
Doesn't
west?
he take a Uber to thrift stores? Is that right? I've watched some of Matt's stuff in the past. Yeah, I think he Ubered to a Goodwill because he doesn't have a car. Maybe am I thinking of the wrong person? No, I think it's Matt.
Is he still here?
He just commented a second ago. I think so. I could be thinking of someone completely different, but mass transit. Oh, he took
Okay.
took a
Oh,
subway
that
or
makes sense.
train.
Oh, you got a
Around a
YouTube
little
channel? Dude, I gotta follow him. All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool though. I don't see nobody else does that.
I think Matt's going to Cincinnati.
Oh, really?
I think so. Is that right, Matt? Is everybody in the chat going to Cincinnati, or anybody in the chat going to Cincinnati?
Well,
Is Keith going?
we just jumped on the bandwagon yesterday, so
Yes.
Really? Oh yeah. for the.
Bought our
Which
ticket.
bandwagon? Is it a bandwagon?
Go. So is Jay going too?
I don't think so.
Ah.
Jay's a little busy. Jay's a busy dude. He really is. I am a busy guy.
Oh,
Oh,
ABC
great.
has a meetup. Yeah. Yeah. Keith's going.
In May. Matt has one in May.
And Matt's going too. That's great.
Did Matt say what city he's from? I think it's in the West Coast. I'm not positive about that.
Pacific Northwest somewhere, right?
Pacific, no. Oregon or Washington? It's got to be one of those two. What else could it be? How many people are going to yours, Matt, in May? Portland,
Oregon. Go Ducks.
Portland's beautiful.
I've never been there.
Well, the Pacific Northwest is just beautiful.
Yeah. Someday.
Someday. Yeah.
20 people so far. Yeah.
What are you packing up,
Wish
Ray?
I could go to a mall, but
That'd be nice.
I was just packing a Rick and Morty pin.
Rick and Morty pin.
Yeah, I think it was. I never watched the show, but it is it Meeseeks or something?
Yeah, Mr. Meeseek.
Yeah, it was one of his pins.
Mr. Meeseek. Dude, I did I don't know what I told you, but I think when we went to lunch or whatever, I did that little pick over that one guy's house, and then I pretty much sold all the dolls that I got from him, those little Apple dolls, and
Wow.
all the boxes of cards, the loose cards, and some other stuff. Dude, that was a pretty good pick.
Yeah, you made out pretty good,
Yeah.
and you were selling stuff almost instantly when you listed it.
Yeah. And it was at the right price, I don't know, and some of the stuff, like the little Apple dolls, some of the ones we had, there weren't any listed online, so I sold them for a little higher, and they did well.
That's all.
Yeah, that's good. So what you said, you had some really good sales, certain sales, Lori. What did you sell?
well, I'm very glad I had 2 really good sales this week. Sunday, I sold a cast iron, the old cast iron banks that were mechanical.
Yeah, which one?
It was a clown on a ball globe, and it didn't even work right. And it had a lever. Like, you're supposed to put the money in or hit the lever, and it's supposed to spin around, and its legs are supposed to pop up. And it would spin, okay, but the legs wouldn't pop up. And the handle to the lever was broken, but we still sold it for $700.
Nice.
So
Yeah, that was an original then.
yeah, it was an original.
Nice.
And so that was good. And then overnight last night, I sold a typewriter for $200. So that was another good.
I love typewriter sales. A lot of people won't mess with typewriters because typewriters are so big and they're heavy. But I love typewriters, and even in any type of condition they sell. Every typewriter I've ever went to sell, it's sold, and without an issue.
I sell typewriters all the time.
I don't like shipping typewriters.
I know.
Really?
I know.
Why not?
Some
What's wrong with
are
them?
easier to ship than others.
Some are easier to ship than others. Yes.
But I
Some
also
have
learned one
cases,
time
some don't.
I put a nice typewriter. I had a case for it, and it had the locks to lock it in place.
Mhm.
But I didn't pad it inside the case or anything. I just shipped it like that, padded around to the outside of it.
Yeah.
It came loose in the
Ugh.
case while it was traveling and broke in transit.
Oh,
So
wow.
now I know I got to pad them inside the case, not just around the case.
Around the
too.
case. Yep.
Throw
Yeah.
some bubble wrap in there.
Yeah. I usually stuff it, put some bubble wrap and stuff fill the void with paper, and that way it can't move around in there.
Yeah, now that you bring that up, I think typewriters are one of the worst things that I like to ship. I'd rather not ship a typewriter, but I like selling them.
Sewing machines. I used to sell sewing machines, but I kind of got tired of that too. They're harder to test than a typewriter.
Absolutely.
So
yeah,
kind of just yeah. And that's with electronics. I don't love selling electronics. Well, I love the price tag of some of the electronic sales, but it's just so easy for people to get stuff and say it doesn't work, and it seems like returns are worse on electronics.
It is. Well, you get a lot of people that as soon as they get the electronic, sometimes they don't know how to work it properly, and then that can become I've found that to become an issue. You know, returns on stuff that absolutely work, they just don't know how to work it. So
right.
Yeah.
You need to send instructions.
And you should. You probably should. You know, think about it. I should send instructions for that radio that I just sent you. Or they'll buy a receiver. You know, people, you know, think they buy a receiver and they think it's just going to work like directly out of the box, you know, without putting speakers on it or something. You know, I've had that happen to me. But it just is what it is. And, you know, that's part of the game.
That's true.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have a lot of returns overall?
No, I actually I don't have really a lot of returns. I very rarely do. I know last year at one point in time, I had more returns in a matter of a month than I had in my whole entire time of selling on eBay. And I don't know the reason why. And every return I got there was nothing that was wrong with the product. It was not as described. Send it back. Not as described. Send it back. And I was almost like somebody had a team of buyers who's buying from you for some reason on purpose and doing it. But I mean, it is what it is. But yeah. But other than that, I don't have a lot of returns.
I don't feel like I do either.
No. I try to. If there's something wrong with the product, I'll describe it as such. Other than that, I make sure all my pictures are fun. And I try to price my items correctly, and I'll tag anything that if there's any imperfections. And that's why I usually don't get it. And all electronics I'll tag.
Stuff with damage will sell as long as you point it out. Yeah.
Right. Stuff with damage will sell. I mean, people think things are broke, it'll never go. That's not true. As long as it has some type of intrinsic value to it, it will sell.
Right, like the bank I sold. Yeah.
Right, like the bank I sold. I mean, even things not even worth that much. Like I'll sell video game systems that don't work any longer, and it could be $30-$40, but it's even though it doesn't work, there's people out there that can fix those items. And then they'll resell them for themselves and make money. And there's not a problem. If I have something like that I can run out the door, I don't need to keep around, I'll do it.
Oh, just got my first sale of the day.
Nice. I just realized I don't have another box for this water ski, so now I got to custom make one. I don't know what happened. I swore I kept one more box. I'm going to have to also call my friend, say, hey, save some decking boxes for me.
Yes.
Shoot. I hate building boxes.
First sale of the day? I like it.
What's that?
Right. You said your first sale of the day?
Yeah, my first sale of the day, and it was on eBay, and I didn't sell anything on eBay yesterday at all. So
wow.
eBay's just been ugh.
I've had two sales today.
Ooh.
Well, it wasn't huge sales, but actually 2 sales on my one account.
Well, I guess my typewriter it sold after midnight last night, so I guess we can count that. It's already gone now.
That's right, yes. We'll count it. Matt says he reuses boxes of fun in a recycle bin. I will reuse boxes anywhere. I go box hunting, so I'll go to like my local grocery store, and they're always, taking stuff out of, and I always look for the smaller stuff. Bigger boxes, I have to make something, but I've actually ran out of boxes, so I have to go box hunting again. So I'll use any box. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I have
You should see my
friends
box
that,
collection.
yeah, I have friends that save boxes for me, all their Amazon boxes, and
Yeah.
I've got more boxes than. And now that I don't know if you guys are taking advantage, but now that I'm taking advantage of the free Ground Advantage boxes through Poshmark, I'm not needing as many boxes. So.
Yeah. I have yet to take advantage of that, but I plan on doing it.
Yeah, I did, but I don't know. I might not be able to much longer because I just got kind of sort of suspended from Poshmark.
Oh no!
What?
Did you delist or cancel too many things?
Yeah, canceled. So we'll see.
Well, usually it's just a short suspension, isn't it?
Yeah, and you have to. It says I had to to get it account reinstated. I have to agree to terms or something, and you have to look at the terms and conditions and agree to it. That you won't, basically saying you won't cancel another order, or something like that. And you agree that you'll ship out within.
How can you promise that?
I don't know. Well,
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do. I'm waiting to see. They haven't even let me know if my account's reinstated yet. So I have no idea what's going on. I have an order to ship out, and I don't even know if I should ship it because, what if I go through this and then they're like, "No, you can't have your money" or something like that? I don't know. What if they say, "No, your account is banned"?
Nah, you better ship it.
Yeah, I know.
These sites are something else. They'll stop you and be like, withhold your money. I'm like, how can they get away with that?
That's what I'm worried, and I don't trust them enough to know that's okay or not. But I don't know. I'll probably ship it, I guess. But I mean, I just wanted to wait and see. They said within 24 hours I'll know if it's reinstated, but I haven't seen anything yet. And then, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Dang. Something. I'm blanked out.
Something very important.
He lost it, guys.
I lost it.
Poshmark, darn you.
Yep.
Making Ray forget.
Oh, I want to put my store on. I'm gonna put my Poshmark on vacation so I can kind of thoroughly go through my closet and delete any items I don't have anymore. I'm not that way. I don't make that same mistake. So
Get rebanned again.
Yeah. Then I'm really out.
How many items do you have in Poshmark?
A lot.
A lot.
I don't know. Exact number on right here. Let me see. I'll look it up.
I have 18.
Yeah. Probably more than
More than
Did you
you'd
say
like
18?
to. Yeah, 18.
That's about how many I have on Depop.
When you don't have the right box for something, I have these U-line boxes that industrial steel shelving came in. I have 10 of these. So I'm going to modify this box. It's not long enough, so I'll have to get creative.
Hey, Dan Decor Depot, I don't know what your real name is. I guess it's Dan. How do you guys handle social media, and does it work for your sales? So have you seen any uptick in your sales from social media at all, guys?
The only thing I can think of where social media has helped me in a sale was last summer. I found a bunch of vintage jeans. They were, what brand were they? I don't know, but they were men's jeans. They had the decorative butt pocket. I can't remember. And they were big. I think they were from the 90s. Anyway,
yeah.
I did a reel about them, and I had 5 pairs, and I had one guy buy 3 pairs of them just from seeing my reel.
Genko?
What is it?
Genko?
I
Janko
don't think
jeans?
that was it.
Jenko jeans.
I don't think that was it. Here, I bet you I can find it if I look for it in my sales.
My social media. I don't really have too much social media. I'm terrible at it. So all my sales come naturally.
Yeah, I'm a reseller, not a social media person. So I'm only on Instagram and then on this show every week.
But it's going to blow up. This show is going to blow up now. I'm just joking. It may. Let's not say. I appreciate everybody watching it. That's for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
So I just looked at the mark. It's like it won't even let me see how much I have. They're all gone right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did Happypicker go?
Where did she go? Oh.
Uh-oh.
Let me go over here. Uh-oh.
Maybe it's the YouTube crash.
All right, so Den's name is Matt as well. All right.
The great YouTube crash of 2 nights ago.
So that I don't know what.
I didn't have any YouTube crash either.
You probably weren't on it at the time.
Yeah.
The home screen would not work. So like we were watching it on TV and then everything went blank and none of the profiles we have like 6 different profiles in my family. And they were all gone. So I couldn't log in with any of them.
Wow.
I don't even know what time they fixed it. We just gave up for the evening and watched the Olympics.
Yeah, I watch a lot of YouTube, but I watch it all on my television. Like that's all I ever watch is YouTube.
Right. Do you have more than one profile?
Yeah.
So yeah, you would have lost all your profiles that evening.
I didn't.
Oh, I guess it didn't affect everybody. I was reading somewhere how many 100,000 people, and I'm assuming there's more than 1 million users in the U.S.
Oh yeah, I'm sure of it.
So that it wouldn't have affected everybody. Spider-Man stuff. Why Spider-Man stuff, Jimmy? All from
bought
the
that
IG.
Spider-Man lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, because he posted it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. If you haven't seen it already, go over there and check it out. It's some really cool Spider-Man stuff in there. He got like a huge, massive buy.
So YouTube suggested to have us on while you're listing. That's right. Because I hear you watching this podcast helps make sales.
How did Kirsten, right? Not Kristen. Kristen roll squirrel. Can't say that. I wonder how she heard about us.
Mm-hmm.
I know Jimmy plugged it on the Tuesday morning guys.
Oh, okay.
What's that called?
The Reseller Information Network.
The RIN, yes.
Yeah.
What's the Jimmy? What's the best Spider-Man item you found in there? I know you said it was 90s and early 2000s stuff.
You're back.
We missed
Apparently, I can't do more than one thing on my computer while I'm live.
Oh wow.
And you won't stay live for long.
That sounds like a man. Can't do 2 things at one time.
It was Rock Revival was the brand of the jeans.
Oh, Rock Revival. Okay. Rock Revival.
So if I do get to ship the order out on Poshmark, I sold a beer ice bucket. I think it's like a Canadian beer.
Okay. Banks.
Yep, $34. So.
Yeah,
Banks?
I probably
Never
wouldn't
heard
know
of
the price of that.
Would you like some Banks beer? That's how people. If you're drinking banks, that's how you talk.
I never even heard of it.
Neither have I. But I'm just saying. Sounds like.
But I don't know. I mean, if you can find stuff like that, like I don't know if they still make it anymore, but if it's like a little bit more of a obscure brand that you don't see in stores around here, you know, you can kind of capitalize on that.
Yeah.
But since my items are not showing in my Poshmark yet, and I still have tomorrow to ship it. So if it's up and going tomorrow, I'll ship it. But I don't like that I can't even see how many items I have or anything. They shouldn't be completely hidden to me.
Yeah, that's weird.
So maybe they already made the decision.
No, I think that happens to everyone. You can't even see your own items.
Okay.
Cat the Nurse Flipper was talking about that. Which is a little scary if you've got a lot of work put into it. And then if you can't see your items and you cross list and something sells on another platform, how does it get delisted from there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. True.
That's why cross listing is a bad idea.
No, it's not a bad idea.
I just have to be better at it.
Hey, listen, Ray's about to be a spokesperson for this new AI listing thing. What's they call it?
So a list agent?
AI list agent. They're going to be knocking on his door.
Yeah, okay.
Sale of the week by AI list agent.
We'll see. I'm trying it out. I'm not like I talked about it already. Like we'll see how it goes. I'm only using it for cards. It might not work that well for anybody else. I have no idea. And I mean, one thing I'm noticing when I'm listing cards, I don't even understand this. Like a sports card, I would never put the player's position in the title or anywhere in there, and it's just reading off the card and that's what it's doing. And I would never put that. So I usually have to go in and at least delete that out.
Why?
But
you need room for other things.
Yeah, I mean it really does try to overload the title, which can be good because it's trying to find all the keywords.
Yeah.
But it makes no sense to put tight end or wide receiver, quarterback, whatever in the title.
Right.
Almost.
If it's creating SEO titles, it's looking for the best keywords to get the most hits, and so you'd be better leaving it like it suggested. I know that's the one thing about AI listers that a lot of people have problems with is that it arranges keywords differently in the titles than what they would do. They don't like that because they're so used to doing it a certain way.
Okay.
Yeah, but I wouldn't think people be searching for a quarterback or tight end or whatever. Mm-hmm. So they're searching for the card, the player, the year.
Yeah.
Not the position, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that hit will lead to a sale of another card.
Well, it won't because I changed it all.
So you'll never know. If it's not hurting anything, why not leave it? I mean, what's a hurt?
Well, it does take up some room. Like maybe there are sometimes other words I'd put in there, and like some of the titles it would be to the map already, and like maybe football card or something I couldn't put it. It would just have the name of the player, the team, the brand, the year. What else am I leaving? Then obviously the position.
Card number.
Yeah. Sometimes it would even say stats. Like if it had an overload of stats on the back, it would say stat card. I'm like, what? I don't know. But
so Den Decor Depot says, have you used the eBay's bulk listing tool for cards?
No, I haven't.
I tried it. I don't know why. It just I couldn't get the hang of it. I didn't care for it. I guess it's the way it went. Like when I uploaded my photos in there, for some reason it got all like unorganized, and then I spent more time actually trying to make sure all the images were in order. For some reason, I don't know, that's both did that. It put everything out of order. So, I don't know. I gave up on it.
Is that when you used eBay's bulk listing tool?
No, I did before. I tried it before.
I've never used that at all.
Have
you guys ever used it?
Well, I didn't even know it was a thing. Is it just for cards, or is it?
No, you can use it for everything.
Really? Yep. I don't know anything about it. I don't know how that's gotten past me.
Yeah. I tried it. It didn't save me any time at all.
No?
It created more work.
Yeah, I don't think it's that great. I think that's why you haven't heard of it.
So I'm not missing out. Okay, got it.
Well, maybe it'll work for you.
Well, I mean, I don't know how these things are designed, but I always thought it was like if you were listing a lot of the same type of thing, like cards. But when you're listing everything like I do, I didn't think it would make sense, so I didn't really look into it at all.
Okay.
Do you guys ever feel at all that reselling and with using AI, has it ever felt like you're being left behind? Where do you feel like that and during the timeline? Because I know all these younger people are using AI, and they're good at it. I mean, I have grasp and a handle.
I can't say much. I'm the biggest one on here, and I have a hard time keeping up.
Maybe an old time reseller, I'm not used to it, and I feel like I'm starting to be left behind.
In what way?
That they're taking advantage of using a tool that I'm not familiar with, only because of my age and I guess my sticking around to the same things that I'm used to. Because people are using, like I said to my son, my son was like, well, if I'm going to resell, and he broke down exactly what he would do to get more listings out than I possibly ever could.
Maybe you should listen to him.
Yeah, maybe I should get him to show me.
Reduce that mountain dust pile.
Yeah, I could dump that off. That's for sure.
I don't know. I tried. I'm probably the oldest one of all of you, but I don't know. I mean, like I've been using AI a little bit to do research on things that I want more information about. I've used it to, have you seen where they've taken, like if you have a particular piece of clothing and they have it put on a model, and then you use that in your listing?
Yeah.
I've done that a couple times, but that's probably about the extent of my use of AI in my listings.
An AI model, I'm assuming, is always, not a real model.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you could take a look at it too. How big do you want your eBay store to be? So if you use like AI to help generate listings, and if I have a store that I can carry 10,000 listings in, and if I go ahead and use the AI tool, I mean, I could possibly get 15,000 listings up in a matter of, say, 2 months. But do I really want my store to be that large? Because I spend more time shipping, more time going and sourcing. So it takes time away from everything else, too.
I guess how big you want your store depends on how much money you want to make, though.
That's right. So you guys, how big do you want your store? So how much money do you want to make? I want to make all the money, right? I want to make it all. But think about the time that's included to make all the money.
Right. Yeah. My husband accuses me of not using my time wisely sometimes.
Yeah.
So he might be right occasionally.
Well, yeah, because when you look at it, I would guess I would sell more. Now, if I'm sourcing the same way in 2 different stores, and it's the same stuff, but I have 20,000 listings on one and 7,000 listings on the other, I'm going to sell way more things with the 20,000 listings than I ever would the 7,000 listings. Not even if we take what I mean is if we take how much we sell at 7,000 and say divide that into the amount of 20,000, the 20,000 store will never be comparable by percentage because the 20,000 store should, in all likelihood, bring more people in because there's more. They go to our store more times from the items that they view, so there should be an uptick in buying.
Maybe. Do you think that? I don't know. Like on eBay, I don't feel like the size of your store or having a following, for the most part, is really all that significant because people are looking for what they're looking for. Now, if you're in a niche, I could see it being more. People would follow you more and buy more from you.
Mm-hmm. How many followers do you have on eBay?
Oh, I don't even know. Let's see. How do you find that?
You could just go right where your store is on your phone.
Yeah.
I have 467 followers on eBay.
That's pretty good.
Is it? I have no idea.
I don't know how many I have either. I don't.
I'm at 375.
Let's see.
Like,
how many items have you guys sold on eBay?
Oh, all in my lifetime? Oh wow.
Yeah. What's your account? What's your account say you've sold?
I have a bunch of accounts, but this one account here. Hold on, I'll get into it. 8,300 on this account.
How many?
8,300.
I'm at 13,000.
You're not looking at feedback, right? You're not.
That's not my only account. I mean,
no.
Items sold.
Is that in your seller hub?
No, you can go right into your eBay, your profile, and that's where you'll get that at.
I'm looking at it on my phone. I don't know where it is on the laptop.
Yeah, neither. I don't know either.
I don't know where it's at on the desktop. Where's it at in the desktop? My eBay.
I don't know.
Not that it matters. What's your feedback? My feedback goes up a lot faster now that it's automatic.
Oh, what's your feedback?
Only 3,239.
3,229.
Yeah.
Oh, mine's 5,800.
Mine's 3,422.
5,778.
But I opened another store in January, and I already have I've sold over 1,000 items in January on another store.
So how does that work? Because, my husband has a separate eBay account than mine, and we used to use it for reselling stuff, but now it's just like for when we sell personal stuff. But how many stores can you have or open?
As many as you want.
Really? I thought you were limited based upon your.
No.
No, really.
And then we have stores that are. My brother and I have a business together, so we have stores that we're linked together from an LLC.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, there might be. I don't know, but I yet to hit the.
You haven't run into it.
No. That I have other stores that I have, like, I've sold 1,000 or 2,000 things on, and then I keep the store, I pay for it, so there's nothing on it.
So do you just do that to keep things separate, like different niches?
That's what it was for, and then it got mixed up somehow, and I'm trying to get my stuff together so I'm able to go back and keep doing niche stores. My next one, I want to do cards. So I want to do sports cards and just, do 10,000 cards.
I can see that being beneficial.
Yeah.
I just don't have enough of any one thing that we sell to do that.
Because that would just be like a side thing. parts would be. That's how I would look at it. But doing it and saying I'm going to do it is two different things. Yeah. But Matt or Den Decor Depot says yes, 5,737 feedback. He has 773 followers, 11,000 sold on my main eBay. Been doing this off and on from 2003 through 2023. Went full time 3 years ago.
It's a little hard to hear you when you're facing away from us.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. And I was trying to read the. Let me bring you over here. Now you can hear me. So
now we can hear you.
Now you can hear me. Now, Den Decor Depot. His name's Matt. Yeah,
What's his name? I missed it.
Yeah, Matt. Den Decor Depot. His name's Matt.
So we got two Matts in the house. Okay.
Two Matts in the house. He said he has 773 followers, 11,000 items sold on his main eBay. He's been doing this on and off from 2003 through 2023. Went full time 3 years ago. He has 5,737 feedback. He didn't realize it was that high. And ABC Matt says comparable. And his best category is die-cast cards.
Yeah, see, that's something I don't sell at all.
He has 6,800 listings on eBay, 4,100 on Mercari, 3,800 on Depop, 1,220 on Etsy, and almost 2,000 on Poshmark. A lot of listings.
I'm a slacker.
It take me
What
all
am I
day
doing
to
here? I
figure
better
out
get
how to
busy.
find
You're a slacker. Lori's a slacker. So am I. I could be a slacker too, you know. Yes.
I'm gonna change the subject because that's what I like to do.
That's good.
I sent you guys a link to a video from the Midwest Picker a couple days ago, where he talked about the dirty little secret. Is that what he called it? On eBay is if somebody buys something and then after that they say, "Can you wait like 2 weeks to ship it?" He said, as long as you print the label, he just sits the box on his shelf until the day when he can ship it, even if it sits there for 2 to 3 weeks. And I was always under the impression that people were saying all the time you had like 48 hours from the time you printed the label till it had to be scanned at the post office, or else it was considered late by eBay. Is that only if the customer complains, or is that an eBay thing? Or is he wrong, or have we all been deceived by that thinking?
I don't know. See, I just found out. See, I was under the assumption that when that date says you have to have it in by, it had to be scanned by that date. Well, apparently that was wrong. You guys told me that I had 48 hours, and I was like, okay. Well, I mean, even though I haven't tried that thing, 48 hours sounds good. But I don't know. We'll probably just see. Maybe it's something else.
I'm not sure. I think, because I've had things that don't get scanned before, right? The only time it's a problem is if the buyer complains.
See, that's what I would think.
Right? Although it may affect your seller metrics because you're supposed to ship within a certain period of time. But it's going to be a rare thing that a buyer asks for something to be held on to anyway. So I just wouldn't think it would be a big deal.
Yeah.
So you said seller metrics, but so you're saying eBay, one of your metrics is, do things get scanned at the post office on
Absolutely.
time? Are you printing your labels on time? You're positive about that, or you think?
I think it's based upon the scan, but I don't know for sure.
Anybody in the comments know?
I don't know. My issue is that if I do that, like if I print the label and put it aside and maybe they want me to ship a week later, my thing is I gotta remember to ship it a week later or whatever.
Right.
I'm gonna forget. So that's not gonna be anything I really want to do. I'd rather not do that.
So old school says it will 100% affect your seller rating if you do it often. You might be able to get eBay to adjust it afterwards. And he says, I'm 100,000% positive. Maureen says it's not the scan in, it's the delivery scan. not the scan in, it's delivery scan.
No, that
I
doesn't
don't know
sound
about
right.
that.
Christopher Nutter says, if you have it scanned, then take it home, then bring it back and tell them this has been scanned. I don't know.
Will the post office let you do that?
Well, so the thing is, if it's on if you have it on a scan form and you have it scanned and you never give it to them.
Oh, right. Or if you
Matt
take it into
says-
one of those self-service places and scan it yourself.
Yeah.
In
Take it
Jimmy,
back
we
home.
trust. It does absolutely 100% affect your seller rating, because I think on the seller rating it says items scanned in on time. That's what it says on your seller rating.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So what is Midwest Picker doing? Just telling eBay they told me to delay it? I mean,
Probably. I
Yeah.
mean, but like I said, how often does that happen? I've had
I cancel
probably
them.
count on one hand how many times I've had that happen.
Yeah,
Couple
it's right
times a
there on
year.
your dashboard. Let me pull my eBay up.
I mean, there's been times where, like, say if I only have 1 or 2 packages that are due to go out today, like say they were going to go out today, and I might print the label, but I won't take it till tomorrow because I'm waiting. I want it. Sometimes maybe I'm short on time, and I'll just wait to see if I have like 1 or 2 more to make it worth my trip to go to the post office even more. I mean, it's probably not the most ideal thing, but I mean, I'm still shipping it pretty quickly. But I'll do that. I don't know.
Yeah, it says late shipment rate. That's what it says.
rate. Okay.
And that late
It says-
shipment's determined by the scan
By the
versus not
scan.
the printing of the label,
Right,
right?
if you scan, because it says under the bottom, it says if you ship on time and upload validated tracking, or your buyers tell us the shipment was on time when they leave feedback, you're all set. But
On time for delivery or on time for scanning? I mean,
I
how
guess
would the
on-
customer?
it doesn't necessarily say. It says if you ship on time, whatever,
Yeah, right.
upload validated tracking. I mean, that's usually
Well,
when you do that, it
it's
automatically
automatic.
gives you tracking.
Unless
Automatic.
you sell it off-site, maybe.
Yeah, Mo says it's based upon when the label's printed, so that makes sense because that's when the tracking information is up.
I have
uploaded.
my percentage is perfect. I have 0% late shipment.
Check.
Oh no, and then they have tracking uploaded on time and validated.
Oh, it's a separate measurement?
Separate. Yep. Tracking uploaded
Oh.
on time and validated. I am one. I have one that's not on time, validated. Uploaded late. Yes, so there's an uploaded late part there too. 37%. So it might be the scan on delivery. So if you guys are talking correctly, it's scan on delivery. But so if something dues out today, if I make the label up for it, I can hold it for 48 hours or say another 24 hours, as long as it gets scanned in and then taken and delivered on time. Yes, that's proper.
The whole delivery on time is stupid, though,
time.
because we're not in control of that.
Yeah, we're not
Right.
even in control of it.
Yeah. Or not.
So that's why I don't think delivery date. Like I have 3-day shipping or handling or whatever processing, and I'll get emailed or a message from a customer saying, "Have you shipped yet?" And I'm in my brain, I know I have 2 days till I even have to ship it, but I don't want to tell them that. I usually say it's going out tomorrow. I just know whenever it's going out. I don't lie to them, but I don't tell them, "Hey, I got 3-day shipping policy set up, so I don't even have to ship it until then. So hold your horses," and get snarky about it. But
Well, there we go. You know what I do? I always make sure I ship it on time anyway, so it doesn't matter to me.
yeah,
As long as I ship it on time, I'm good to go.
I've held things for people a couple times and just really not worried about it because it's so infrequent. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I guess if you only have 1 or 2 out of 1,000 shipments in a year, that eBay's not going to hold it against you. If the
Yeah.
customer's not complaining,
Right.
That's right. We don't want complaining customers.
You know,
We want our customers to be happy.
customers are funny because, sometimes you get negative feedback for the stupidest reasons. And then when you do something like maybe I did, where you maybe deserve negative feedback,
Yeah, you're right.
I shipped it was a typewriter, but it was a electric typewriter, and I left out the cord. I had it in a bag separate, and I forgot to include it in the box. And the guy was just really, really nice and said, "Hey, I got the typewriter. It looks great, but there's no cord." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry. I forgot to do that." And I shipped it out the next day, and he got it, and he gave me the most glowing feedback ever. It's like, I was really nice about it, but gosh, if I'd gotten it, I'd been kind of mad.
Yeah, I mean, but that's good though. I mean, I guess the customer's showing you grace.
I'm thankful for that, Grace.
Yep. That's the only way to look at it.
Read
I
some
only
positive
have one
comments.
negative feedback right now that I'm hoping. I think it's dropping off in the next month or two. I'll be back to 100%.
Mine will be a while.
Unless I get another one. So
I'm going to read a positive feedback I got because I like those. I sold some old Altec Lansing is a brand of computer speakers. Back when I first got my first computer in the 1990s, I had this exact same computer sound system. It was a big subwoofer and then two satellites that went on top of your desk. You could, at the time they sounded great. Now they're not so great anymore, but I sold them in a box for parts. And I thought for sure whoever bought these was going to open up a return and would not be happy. But the guy says, "Great find. I've been looking for this and considered two other options. This one looked most promising. When I got it, it was even better than I pictured. Plus, the extra detail and packaging made it perfect. I had an excellent experience with the seller, the transaction, and the product. They are deservingly worth a 5-star rating."
Wow.
I love
very
that.
nice.
I like that.
So another thing I do, not every single package do I remember, but most of my packages, I have a roll of smiley face stickers, and I put them on my package because I'm the happy picker. I need to send a smile, right?
There you go.
Right.
And
That's your signature mark.
my husband thinks that that's another waste of our money.
Yeah, but isn't
But
he the
that guy that left me the positive feedback even commented on my packaging and had even having a smiley face on it. So
That's
people
funny.
notice.
They
People
notice.
those little details.
I like that. It goes in accordance with the name. That's beautiful.
No, but he's the grumpy picker though, right? So does
He
he
is the grumpy picker, yes.
It's the grumpy
make any sense?
So I don't send anything out on his behalf with a grumpy face sticker.
But I tell you, when I sold on Whatnot always kind of like you've seen people do throw stickers in there. I always had a big bucket of stickers, and every package I sold on Whatnot, I threw stickers in there, and I'm like, I wonder what these people do with those stickers. So in the comments, if you ever got stickers from your eBay, you bought some from eBay or bought some from Whatnot, what do you do with those stickers? You throw them in the trash. You put them on a notebook. I really would like to know.
Yeah.
Throw them away.
Oh,
They
does
sit on my
Grumpy-
desk for 5 years and then I throw them
Maybe
away.
does Grumpy have stickers?
Yeah, I said I don't think that'd go over as well.
I mean, I put thank you stickers on pretty much mostly all my orders.
Did you get them from me? No.
Probably. I bought it, or you gave me a ton before, whatever. And then I have thank you cards too that I don't really give them out too often, but they because I don't know, I'm debating. They had on the back they have a QR code to my Instagram. And I don't know, really want to send it all the time over there like that and then see me talking reselling stuff. I'm kind of, unless I just change that one, the one I had, the Instagram account that I have now over there, if I just stop talking actual reselling and just use it for business, and then have another like a reselling account.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
And then you could use it at that. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And Matt, I think you should just take those stack of stickers you got and just start putting them in your orders.
There you go. That's perfect use.
He said he got candy from someone he bought a set of brake pads from. I would not trust that candy.
That doesn't seem like the kind of thing you would want to get candy with. I don't know.
No, here's some candy. No, thank you.
No.
I'm going to go back to feedback here. There's a popular YouTuber, has a lot of followers, and I found some items from his store one time, and I was looking at his feedback, and all of his negative feedbacks, he responds to them very snarky a lot of times. I just these are all like in the last 6 months. Oh man, there's at least 10 in the last 6 months. The person says, I received a different item, not what I ordered. Seller has not responded to my message. Very disappointed. And then the guy replied, it's a guy. I'm halfway giving it away. He responded with a return label. They got the item they wanted. They just want to return it. How could he possibly know that? Then someone said, the book was moldy. The spine of the book is not in good shape. Seller should have mentioned these things, as I have an allergy to mold. Item should be described as poor condition. I was misled to believe it was in good condition. And then the guy replies, there's some other stuff he said. Wow, really? Nothing was wrong with this book. The stain is an ink, not mold. All you have to do is really read what people write, and you find the motive. Money. I have an allergy to the mold, yet $10, they want a $10 refund. That solves the allergy problem. All this person wants is a discount. Look at my feedback. I take care of everything. So everything he writes, he's always like, look at my feedback. Look at my feedback. And I'm just like, why do you even give these people the dignity of responding to them?
Right.
Yep.
It makes you look bad.
Yeah. Unless you reply in like a professional manner and just apologize, for the inconvenience and stuff. That's the only way it's going to make you good. But then you're just highlighting that negative feedback or whatever. You're highlighting even more because that whole section stand out more.
Yeah. I tell you, those feedbacks are fun. My wife's grandfather, he's like 92 years old. He still sells on eBay, and he sells like higher end like antique stuff, all antiques, anything from paper to cloth. And anytime somebody leaves him a negative feedback, he's like, well, you had eyes, you should have looked at it.
Wow.
I guess when you get so old, you just don't care.
Treat your business like your business. Treat people with respect. Come on. Also, I like to under promise and over deliver. I'd rather make sure I point out everything that could be an issue.
Yeah.
Not that I always catch everything, but I try to.
But he's funny. He does sell a lot of stuff. I mean, he like 90-day totals, like 100 and some thousand.
Wow.
Yeah, and he does really, really well. But he's kind of slacking off a little bit now. He's 92 years old.
That's yeah.
I just laugh. I think it's fun.
Do you guys still want to be doing this when you're 90 years old?
If I live to be 90, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
I might be over it by then.
I just I'm always going to have stuff.
Book a second room at the retirement home. You want a double room.
For your stuff?
One half is shelves.
Yeah, one for the stuff. I can't even open the door up. That's funny. But yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, other than that, I'll just give it to my kids, or they don't want the stuff. They're just going to throw it in the trash. And like we talked earlier, people who collect things, thank God it goes around. It's like a carousel. So I guess my kids are going to get it, not care about it, and then sell it to Ray.
You said what? I'm sorry.
Ray wants 400,000 items.
Ray,
You're going to inherit it all.
he's going to right.
No.
He's going to buy it for something like $30 and get all the items. Man, if somebody wanted to sell me that much stuff, Ray, for a little bit of money, I'm buying it every time. Ray's like, I don't want it.
No. Dude, okay.
Why?
So I don't, because it takes all right. One of the fun things about doing this job is picking, right? If I have something like that and I'm never going to pick again, no.
You're just
You
picking
just
through
called
your
it a
garage or
job.
basement.
Yeah.
You'd be
You just
picking
called
the
it a
dead pile.
job. I call it a business. And part of a business is to make sure you have stuff you could sell.
There's
And that's what I
plenty
look at it. I'm like,
do you see how much stuff is out there all the time?
it is.
But
But if you could buy cheap, like say if you get a 10 by 10 room, right, for $150 full of stuff, why wouldn't you buy it? It just looks like you maybe have to process this quicker.
yeah, I don't know. I enjoy going out picking, and it's like it's just the hunt of it. Like if I are that completely put away in storage and I can just grab the stuff, I'm sure it's fun to go through a little bit, but I don't know. It's just not the same.
Yeah.
Fun to find it yourself, discover it. But
Well, you discovered a whole room of stuff. That's not enough. I mean,
it was the treasure within the. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. I see it both ways.
yeah, but if you're going out hunting, right? So what's the hunt if you find a 10 by 10 room full with stuff you can sell? Didn't you just hunt that? Or you say, no, I want to find it little by little. That's the difference, right?
Yeah. No, you're right. I don't know. I usually don't get that. Well, I don't think anybody usually gets that much stuff, though.
Why? I tell you, like, a couple months back, I probably got for literally almost free a pick. That was basically free. A pick where I could pick whatever I wanted out of a house for free. And I went and I picked
For
everything.
free. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Records and old binoculars and old toys and old clothes. I took as much as I could. Absolutely. I'll take it all.
We went to I guess it was an after garage sale or after family run estate sale or something. I don't know. But they posted on Facebook Marketplace, everything's free. Come and get it.
Yeah.
And so we were the first ones to get there. And it was like two sisters that were doing it. And the sister was there, didn't know her sister had posted that everything was free. And she's like, well, okay, most of it might be free, but not all of it. And so we made a big pile, and she ended up wanting money for some of it, but so we gave her some money. We were still real happy with the deal we got.
Yeah. Well, yeah, as long as it's happy with it. I know, even though I understand people do that all the time. Like they'll try to post stuff and like then they'll change it up. But I mean, you get a good deal on it, I'll take it all day long. Somebody's dog's going crazy.
Yeah, that's mine.
I forgot if I've already asked you guys. Have you guys bought storage units before?
Yeah, I bought a couple, but like I said, with the storage units that I get, it's usually through people that have storage units and are getting ready to lose them, and they want us to come and buy the stuff before they wind up losing the unit because they don't have the money to pay for it. So.
Yeah. One day, I kind of wanted to try one day, but I feel like it's a little bit more like gambling than
Well, it is. I mean, it is. I have a buddy who just bought a unit 3 months ago, and it was a guy came up from Florida, and he sold what do you call that? Like bathing suits, and they were all from a certain company, and the bathing suits are high end. Well, I guess he was a seller for the company. He had all the paperwork and stuff to how to sell it, and it was a whole storage unit full. He paid $2,000 for the unit, and he just wound up doing a deal with another guy in Florida yesterday when I just talked to him. We did a shoe deal. He sold the stuff for $90,000.
Whoa!
He paid $2,000, sold it for $90,000. But a guy helped him make the deal. He gave the guy asked for $5,000. So $85,000.
Well, yeah. I think I'd give him $5,000.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yep.
I might give him 10,000.
Yeah, it was a really good deal.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, Matt says it's gambling, and regardless, you have to clean the unit afterwards. You do. It's a lot of work when you buy some of those things. You got a lot of stuff to move. I don't like units that have furniture in them at all. And Matt from Den Decor says, I did my first estate clean out last summer. That's definitely money to be made like that. It really is. I mean, you can move that stuff in certain ways.
We got the opportunity to do a couple of estate cleanouts for people, but these were like friends of somebody we knew, and they wanted us to come in and just like buy everything so that they didn't have to go through having an estate sale or whatever. Mm-hmm. I found it really, really difficult to try to figure out how to determine what to offer.
Well,
because it's a huge amount of work to do that.
It is.
And they feel like their stuff's got value, which, it does, but they want as much as they can get. So we weren't able to get it done on either one because what we offered, they just weren't comfortable with.
Yeah, a lot of times, especially when they have an estate and they're going to sell their estate, they're so attached to their items that those items become worth more than they're inflated sometimes. Yeah. And I always look at when I do deals, I want the other person to give me a price first, because the person who throws out the first price, they're going to lose. You're going to get the better deal. Always let them throw out the first price. That's the number one rule of negotiation. Never give the first price.
I have heard that, but of course they didn't know, and so they wanted us to tell them. Mm-hmm. And yeah, when we did tell them, they didn't like it, and I'm like, well, you got to realize how much we have to do.
There's a lot of work.
We're going to be storing this. We're going to be sitting on it. We're going to be taking the risk on it. It might get broken. It might,
Yeah. Because you got to add in how long it takes for you to move the stuff. If there's heavy furniture, how long do you have to store it? Do you have to rent a truck? So how long is it going to take you to go through it? And that's exactly because you're putting work into it. How much is your time worth? How valuable it is, and which way are you going to sell it? Are you going to sell it a piece by piece, or are you going to sell it actually in bulk to another reseller? That really makes a whole difference. How you sell things.
But you still have to kind of come up with a value either way, and that's really hard to determine when you're just looking at a house full of stuff.
But those are all the negative things. Those are all the negative values. Before you can even start to figure out what value is, that's the amount of money you have to even out to add just for buying the stuff.
Right.
So that's how you would help figure that out.
Well, yeah. I like our arrangement better I think I told you we have an estate sale company that lets us come in and just pick through all their leftovers. Mm-hmm. We don't have to take it all. We can just take what we want.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty good too.
Yeah. She makes us a great deal.
Yeah. Let's see. Christopher Nutter says, he said 10 cents on the dollar. That's what you would offer him.
Yeah, but again, you still have to figure out what that value is. So determining how much value is in that place.
Den Decor, Matt says, the labor is the tough part. I spent way too much time there and handling the stuff multiple times. That is so true. And then Matt says, rat feces, flies, rotten food. And he said he probably threw 50% of it away.
That's back to the storage unit, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, storage unit, or buying like somebody's whole estate before they put it out as an estate sale. Yeah, I used to have a property preservation business, and the banks used to foreclose on houses, and people used to leave all their stuff in the homes, everything but their televisions and their computers. Yeah, that's something they took with them every single time. So we would go in and have to clean out the houses, and the banks would pay us to clean the homes up, and we would get to keep everything that's in the house. And when I tell you, my first house I ever did, there was $3,000 in the house, and we found a bunch of gold jewelry that we sold for $7,000.
Wow.
And there was tons of other things, but some of these houses you don't realize that are sitting, they have stuff all in the place. It is absolutely ridiculous the amount of things that you can find in these that people just leave behind.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I just don't have the space to buy a storage unit. I think that's my big thing. I mean,
Yeah.
I know there's only a percentage of that, but like I'm not going to bring it into my own house, most of it. You know what I mean? So then I would have to get a unit myself, and that's not going to be any fun either, because then I got to pay for the unit.
Yeah, I don't want to do that either.
Yeah. It would have to be. It'd have to be worth it, especially if you don't have the room or anything.
Yep.
Yeah, bringing stuff into your house can be living dangerously, I guess.
It is, but we think about the stuff we bring into our house that probably we don't really take a look at. That could be a problem. That's all part of the game.
Yeah.
I haven't had a bad experience yet, but
Yeah.
crossing my fingers.
I haven't had one either. I mean, thank God, I guess. It could be worse. Matt says bringing dust into your house too. Yeah, you bring. Now that's bringing dust. Yeah, now I've had dust.
Yeah, lots of dusty, dirty things that need to be cleaned. That's all the time.
Stacked with dust. Bed bugs. Nope, I don't want any of that stuff. Absolutely not. I heard horror stories about bed bugs.
Yeah, I don't want that either. No, thank you. But people talk about that, bringing stuff home from the bins. And I mean, you could be bringing them into your house from the bins.
I mean, just basically you have to kind of thoroughly look at everything, or that stuff, bed bugs are going to be hidden. But if I feel uncertain about it, I might leave something outside, like overnight, like that. I don't know. I mean, leave it outside for a while before I bring it in, and then maybe try to look it over. I don't know. But it's a risk we take, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is. It's a job hazard. We're not getting paid for it.
Which I guess is one plus to having a storage unit, I suppose.
It
is.
is.
You didn't bring it into your home, but.
Mm-hmm.
But the other negative toward you got to pay for that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to be moving a lot of merchandise to make it worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Unless you get a sweet deal like me. But I'll never tell how much I pay because I don't think I need to share everything. But how much you think that water ski weighs? In the box.
35 pounds.
I was thinking about 14 pounds.
Close. 13. I estimated it 12. So the box was a little bit thicker than I anticipated. So another pound in the box, but 72 inches.
I would say it's going to be the size that costs you on that, not the weight.
Well, it's 72 inches by 9 by 8. Now,
72. You're getting over the maximum on some stuff there, aren't you? Close to it?
No, not yet.
No.
So UPS is $57, and they paid $59. So I always charge $2 in handling fees just to help cover some of my costs. So I was spot on, even though I was a pound off, and I actually estimated it at 70. inches, not 72. So if I break it down to 70 inches on UPS, it's the same price. If I go down to 12 pounds, it's the same price. So it doesn't really matter. Wonder if I go 73. I wonder what the breaking point is. It doesn't go up at 73.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Sometimes I like to overestimate just in case.
So you don't get bit by that. Yeah.
So 73. If I went FedEx ground, it would be $86 FedEx. It's only 57 UPS, and USPS ground is only $101.
Huh.
I say only.
How far is it going away from you?
It is going to Florida. Ooh, I bet they want this now because it's summer all year round in Miami, Florida.
So still eastern part of this country then.
Yeah, I don't know how many zones away that is.
Yeah.
But, yep, I'm making $2 on shipping. Just like I always pass along my full eBay discount, and then I add $2 to any FedEx or UPS.
Oh, that's another debated topic, isn't it? You share your whole discount?
I do, but I made $2. I didn't lose money. My money is in the buy, and my money is in the sale. Like, I just kind of have to build expenses into that sale. And my line is for every $100 I make, $100 sale on eBay, there's probably $60 in profit. And I've spent $10, and I want to spend $10 to make 100 on eBay, then to have 60 profit.
Yeah. Do the rest of you guys pass on the shipping savings for your customers?
I think I'm sharing like 15% of my discount or something like that.
But what if your discount's less than 15%? Or isn't it? Is it always?
It's
eBay,
usually it's 15% of my discount. How's that work exactly?
No. Off the
it's not
regular price.
Yeah,
so
right.
UPS gives me a 58% discount. eBay gives me a 58% discount on a UPS delivery. FedEx would give me 65% off. Or 45% off. And UPS ground would only be 9%, a 9% savings on this particular item because of the size, I think. Man, the postman would have to drive with this thing out the back window, make it fit.
On one account, I don't pass along savings. On another account, I do pass along all the savings. I have actually 2 accounts that I don't pass along savings, and 1 account that I do. And it doesn't show that I sell more than the other. So.
All right. With this water ski at a 58% savings, what is 58%? $57 at a 58%. So it would have cost over $100 for them. That's what they would have paid if I wouldn't have passed it along. So I would have profited $50 in shipping on this item.
You said 58% of $57?
58. I'm saving 58%, and they paid $57.
Okay, you're saving 58%. Yep.
I'm guessing here. I'm doing fuzzy math, but they would have paid $50 more, and they probably would not have bought this ski, or they would have asked for like a $50 discount. They probably would have sent me an offer at half.
Yeah.
So I just don't like dealing with, like, when you see my shipping cost, I'm barely making any money off of you, just enough to cover cost of tape, box, labels. But I get all my boxes for free. But I buy small boxes and stuff, but in general, I just think it's way easier. I got so tired of people messaging me all the time saying your shipping's too much before I was passing along the discount. And then I'm like, okay, well, how much money am I making on shipping? I have to figure it all out. And it was just a lot of mental gymnastics in my head to figure out how much can I come down in this item to still make the amount of money I want to make.
Right.
I never shared my discount at all until just this last year. I don't know, 6 months? No, not even that. But the shipping prices just keep going up so much, I decided I would start sharing it. But when I first started doing it, I think I did 25%. And I can't remember exactly how they determine what that percentage is, but I was losing money sharing 25%.
Yeah, like on this item, the post office is only giving me a 9% discount. So if you gave the customer 25% discount, you'd lose money.
Right. So anyway, so I switched it to like the 15%, and I feel like it's pretty good most of the time. I'm pretty close. I'm making a little extra than what they're paying, which helps me cover my costs of shipping and maybe some of the fees. But I don't know. Everybody has to kind of decide what works for them.
Well, yeah, but I'm. Go ahead.
I pass on the whole discount. I just.
You do.
Yeah,
You just build it all in. Build all the expenses into the product.
Most boxes and stuff I'm getting free or cheap anyway, so
yeah.
I think it doesn't really hurt me too much, and honestly, I just look at it as it gives me an advantage against other sellers that have the same item as me because my shipping's probably going to be cheaper than theirs. So
it really that really comes down to where you're at and where they're buying it from too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't have to play any of those games. They get the exact cost it's going to cost me, and then I tack on a couple bucks, and I don't have to worry about it.
Media mail's where it bites me because
Yep.
I'm giving them a discount off the shipping, and then I'm paying. They're
You don't
getting
get
a
a discount.
I'm not. Yeah.
So you lose money
But
when you do that.
I don't sell a ton of media, so.
Pocket Change. Who's that? Who's Pocket Change reselling podcasts? Does 20%. Mo does 10%. Now on small packages, it's fine, but I have UPS packages when I ship. If I charge them, they got charged the full amount. I wouldn't make the sale.
On those big things, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't have made the sale if you didn't do that. It wouldn't have made the sale.
Yeah, but I didn't lose money. I'm not guessing at how much I'm See, I think you're guessing when you just give away like a 25% discount.
Yeah, but when
you assume you're making money, but you don't know how much.
But you're also paying more in fees too, because you're paying your fees on that $70 shipping, not just the cost.
Yeah, but it's all profit. You're paying a fee on the full amount, no matter what it costs you to ship. So if you're just making more money on shipping, you're still paying the same amount of fees if you made more money on the item and less money on the shipping. They don't charge you a higher. eBay doesn't take more off of shipping than they do the item. It's the same.
Right, I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's semantics.
Right. So it's like you're playing mental games. If an item is worth $20 shipped, it doesn't matter if you charge $10 for the item and $10 for shipping, $20 for the item and free shipping.
Right.
But then the question is, what if I charged $18 plus shipping? So when they search for the lowest price, mine would come up before a $20 item with free shipping. My $18 plus shipping, and the shipping's $5, let's say, with my discount. I might get that sale because someone thought it was cheaper and they didn't pay close attention to I had shipping. I mean, but if an item is worth $20 shipped, it doesn't matter how you finagle the numbers. What did I pay for it? I paid $1. I'm making money no matter what.
I like it. Yep.
Big city flips. He adds 30 cents on top of my media mail. I had 50 cents.
I just have been bumping up my media mail an extra pound, so that.
Yeah. But then you screw up international sales. Someone buys that overseas, global shipping program, they get charged. They pay eBay based on the price and size of that box. So if you overestimate all of your weights, you might take them out of the market because they might have to pay an extra $10 or $15 on that item than they would have if you'd have been right on it.
They're always most international buyers are always complaining about shipping prices anyway, regardless. I pass them the discount. It doesn't matter. I had somebody complain that it was like a $15 item and they're going to have to pay $30 in shipping.
Yeah.
And, like, there's nothing I can do. Like,
well, yeah, you're only shipping it to Illinois, but they're paying. They got to pay. You know, one time I did an experiment with somebody. They gave me their address in Germany. I think it was Germany. I'm going to go with Germany. And I had a computer, an old vintage computer that I was selling, and they gave me their address, and I looked at how much it would cost me to ship it directly to them, and it was going to cost $75. And then I said, how much is eBay charging you for your global shipping? And they said $75.
Oh.
So eBay was charging them the same amount that I was charging them, but they also had to pay the shipping for me to send it to Illinois. which is like another 12, I think.
That's interesting.
But then if I would have shipped it to them and they weren't happy, I'd have to give them a return if I shipped it directly to them. So I'm like, I'm making this guy pay another 12. He's shipping it to Illinois. I'm not saving him $12 and then risking a return.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way I'm shipping outside of the global shipping. There's absolutely no way I'm.
Yeah. But when they're complaining about their shipping costs, there's a good chance that they're paying eBay the same amount to have it shipped over to them as you would pay. They would pay you to have it shipped directly to their house.
Yeah.
I'm going to go off of that premise.
I used to have a lot more global shipping orders than I do now. Back before they changed where the location was and changed the name of the program or whatever. It used to be in Kentucky and now it's Chicago or whatever. I don't know what changed. I didn't change what I'm selling or doing anything, but I just rarely have global sales anymore.
Yeah, I'm likewise. I sold tons. I used to sell tons in the global shipping program. I don't anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Rarely.
Tariffs, right? Tariffs?
I think it's tariffs.
Yeah. It could be. Could be.
Yeah. But
agree.
Now we're stuck with them, so I mean, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
The world we're in.
Are they still in place, or they kind of fluctuate all the time?
I don't know.
I don't
really pay attention to it anymore.
Like, really the buyers, they don't like your the global shipping price that they see from eBay. There's other ways they just probably don't know. But they have those what do they call those companies that handle all that? Like it's I'm trying to think what it's called, but they can buy it through them or some other company that it all goes to the one.
Are you talking about a drop shipper?
Not a drop shipper.
No.
It's because that's not specifically a drop shipper. I'm blanking on it right now, but like I think there's one. They're usually like at an airport or something.
Yeah, it's like a handler, like whatever.
Yeah, but I've had plenty of those come through, and they're really not even supposed to do that.
And Maureen said she's experienced the same thing. It said it came with eBay's change, and tariffs came later.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But...
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Matt says freight forwarders.
Oh, maybe. That could be what it is.
Freight forwarders. Shop Airlines is one.
Yeah. Yep. That's correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, see, I guess I was thinking they were a shipper.
No, but I think a lot of people use that because it's cheap. I think it's slightly cheaper than eBay's global. But I don't. It gets me because they're not really supposed to use orders. Like actually in their policy, I shipped the wrong item. I swapped the.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't know what to do. Like, because what do you do? You can't. I don't know. They wanted me to pay for the return shipping. I'm like, well, how am I supposed to do that when it's not going to be the same? I can't cover your forwarding shipping. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Somehow they got it back to me. I don't know if they paid that freight forwarder again, like some other fee or what, but it got back to me and I was able to refund them their money. But it was just weird. It was definitely not what I was expecting. I mean, it all worked out, but you kind of have to worry about that if you're shipping to a freight forwarder who they're paying another fee to. That has nothing to do with you, and then you make a mistake like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's But I miss some of my sales that way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have more of those too. The Shop Airlines stuff. I used to ship things to them.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I had a trading card that was global yesterday. I wonder how much they paid above that standard envelope.
Yeah, really.
I had a global shipping order yesterday too, and that was the first time in a long time.
Let's see.
Hey, Dan. Well, so Matt said he's headed out thanks. He's got to run. Pleasure meeting you guys. I'll keep an eye out for you next live. Then Matt, I appreciate you coming by and stopping in, and getting in the comment section and saying what's
100%.
up. Yeah, 100%, dude. And so it's every Thursday at 12 o'clock. Reseller Lunchbox. I do appreciate, man, stopping by. All you guys, man. Pocket Change, Reseller, podcast too. I'm gonna keep an eye out for that one. So I think we should go over there and take a look at it. Pocket Change.
What are you having for lunch? What'd you bring in your lunchbox?
Yeah, we bring in your lunchbox. We all were supposed to bring food, and I didn't see a single one of us take a bite.
I had an orange.
Oh yeah, you went healthy, didn't you, Lori?
I had a late breakfast with my wife this morning. So,
I
Western
did too.
omelet.
I made bacon, egg, and hash brown. 10 o'clock. So.
Yeah, I had breakfast early this morning, but me and my wife, she's off today, so we're gonna go somewhere after I get off here.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So. Oh well.
That's all right. Yeah, we're going out. Yeah, that's probably what. Well, no, my wife, she's working home today, but she can't leave. So.
So, Chad asked me a couple days ago if I had any no-lows. I don't know if you guys know, but I kind of started this thing a couple of years ago, and I post, like, instead of a BOLO, the no-lows, the things I never should have bought or listed.
She's a no-low queen. Queen of the no-lows.
And I'm really trying hard to get out of the no-low business, but but it does still happen occasionally. And I had one this week. It was I should see. I don't know if I can pull it up so you guys can see it or not. But I'll just tell you, it was like a little tooled leather coin purse. It wasn't very big.
Mm-hmm.
Tooled leather and made into the face of a cat. It was really cute. People love cats, don't they?
No.
Yes,
Not everybody.
they do.
My son's highly allergic to cats, so he doesn't like them.
Well, anyhow, after 2.5 years, I sold it for $4.50. So.
Well,
At least
it didn't take much room up, did it?
No, it did not take much room up. That's why I still had it for after 2.5 years. But. Yeah, I still have them every now and then.
I mean, I'm going to say congratulations. I mean, how much money did you have in the thing? Right? It's gone. It's gone. Congratulations. Yeah. I tell you, I have a bunch of stuff laying around that I bought that I haven't listed yet. Well, hold on. I know that. But they're like toaster ovens. And some of these toaster ovens, even pre-owned, are outrageously expensive. I never thought about that. They are. Let me go get one. I have one that's like $100 used if you buy it.
I have one I need to list. I haven't even looked it up to see what it's worth yet.
And it's one that I've never heard of. Balmuda. I don't know if anybody has ever heard that. Balmuda.
Nope, new to me.
About $100 in this condition. I paid $8 for it, and I got 25% discount. So, $6.
And it's not super huge, so it shouldn't be too hard to ship.
Not super huge at all. But that's not a no-low. That's more like a bolo.
Yeah. Well, speaking of toasters, so, last week I shared that I broke the exit sign my husband had bought.
Yep.
Yes.
I guess he thought turnabout was fair play because I picked this vintage toaster at an auction on Saturday, and it was cool. It was a 4-slice toaster. It had graphics on it. It was worth $50 to $60 easy. It would have sold fast, but he decided to drop it and broke it.
Oh, no. How mad were you?
I took it harder, even though it wasn't worth as much as the exit sign. I took it harder, I think, because I picked it.
Yeah.
And he destroyed it.
Hey, Matt, what's a Chewy box?
It's
Anybody know what a Chewy box is?
Pet food.
That's pet food?
I
Well,
don't know.
Well, it's a Chewy box is like Chewy's like a pet store, but it's online.
Yeah, pet
They're owned
products.
by PetSmart.
So what do you mean, Matt? Chewy box? Is that a Nolo or a Bolo? I don't. Can you buy
Right.
that?
Or is it? Or does he mean Bark Box? Is
No,
Bark-
they're Chewy. My neighbors buy from Chewy. They give me their boxes. If that's what he means. Yeah, dog supplies. Yeah, the boxes aren't that thick. They're about as thick as Amazon boxes. They're not the greatest, but
Oh yeah, I don't mind using them. Yeah.
going back to the toaster, are you ever afraid to sell something with a heating element in it because if it would catch your house on fire, you might feel kind of responsible?
No.
Like I have a vintage, not antique, toaster, stainless steel, and I'm afraid to sell it
Really?
only
Yep.
because what if it catches on fire? At what point? Are you not reliable at all?
Well, I mean, if you're selling something that, so there are some like crock pots. Some of those crock pots from the 70s, early 80s that had damage that caused fire. I would not sell those.
I think,
If it was recalled,
If it's
Yeah.
recalled, you're liable.
right?
100%.
well, you can't sell
Yeah,
recalled
you can't-
stuff on
well-
most platforms anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I've got away with selling something that was recalled at one point in time, but I didn't know it was recalled. And then I tried to sell another recalled item, and it was a recalled chopper, but it had a the only thing that was recalled from the blade, because the blade tip would come apart as you're chopping, but the chopper was okay minus the blade.
Well, you're lucky
Oh,
you
yeah,
were
I
able to
see.
sell it.
And
Right.
eBay took it off because of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
And
not
it-
the
Yeah,
original
that's an old
plug.
cord.
Yeah,
But
Is it
here's the
chrome?
toaster. It's beautiful.
Yep.
that's a beautiful toaster.
But I used it at home, and this thing is hot. It's Manning Bowman. I think 1950s maybe. Beautiful, spotless. But the old toasters like this, when you couldn't touch the outsides of them when you were cooking the toast because you'd burn your hands.
Bring your hand.
So that's why I'm always afraid to sell something like this.
You know, I mean,
don't worry
that's
about those details.
yeah. Wow.
Just put it in the details.
I don't worry about those details. It's working. I sell it.
So is there do you have a liability if their house would catch on fire the first time they used it, that they would come back on you?
I can't
Does eBay-
imagine. It'd be the manufacturer. I don't know.
From the 1950s.
I know. I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't know either. I would, like I said, if it's a recall or something like that, different story. But I don't know if it's just, if that could happen from something you're selling.
Well, this isn't flammable, as Matt says. It's not a flammable item. It's if it was faulty to some way, like they used it for a week, and then they look over and they got flames shooting out of it. Matt
Yeah,
says
buyer beware. I'm with
But-
it. But,
What is eBay's policy?
yeah,
Are
I
they
don't
going to
know.
protect you?
Yeah, that's something to look at. Will they protect?
If they get a lawyer and come after you, do they have a case?
Right. Well, you're considered a business, so they would come after you. Yeah. I mean, I guess could that happen? Absolutely. I guess.
You have an LLC with insurance, right?
Yeah.
So you'd be covered. They could only sue your insurance company, not you.
Yeah.
I'm self.
Well,
what do you call it?
But you're considered a business.
Sole proprietor.
You're still considered a business.
But
So
they
you-
could sue me. They could sue me. I don't
Yeah,
have a
So
well,
business.
that's a different
LLC
story. LLC is limit liability.
Right.
You
Oh, sorry.
being a sole proprietor, they come directly after you. You're
Right.
still considered a business regardless. That's still an entity. That's just the way it is. Regardless, you could still get insurance. You can get insurance on what you do, even as a sole proprietor.
Sure.
So
And
your business is insured for how do you insure yourself?
Well, you just go to an insurance company. And
I know, but how much kind of coverage are you getting? And
Always get like $500,000, $1 million insurance.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Anything could
lacking in
happen.
that area.
Yep. Yeah, you can get insurance for pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
I mean, okay, so let's just say if you have no insurance, like we have an LLC now, but we don't have anything insured. So if somebody comes after me,
But
they
what's
can't
the
take any of our personal stuff, but they can take all business assets, I guess. But-
Yeah, they take all the business assets. They won't come
Right.
after you.
Right. But
And now you can
what's
be
that?
you
That
can
would
be
just be
liable.
like what would that be, my bank balance? And are they going to take all my inventory?
They could, yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, if it's worth something to them that they could sell it off to recoup money.
Right. Some of us have more inventory than others.
Yes. Mhm.
Is
That's right.
Your death pile count?
Then your insurance covers you know if you have stuff in case of loss. So if you have keep stuff in your house and say if the value is up to say 150,000 and there's damage something and ruins your stuff, you're able to make claims with your insurance.
Yeah, I do realize that we're running that risk if our house burnt down and we don't have it covered. We're losing all our inventory.
Yeah, you're done. They're not going to pay you for
Yeah.
that.
Right.
It wouldn't be just contents of your house? You don't have content replacement?
No.
No, because it's not personal contents.
Well, just pretend it is.
Yeah, but you don't. Yeah, but what's the
It's-
personal content
you own it.
about it?
Oh,
You
man.
own it. Until you sell it, it's yours.
I mean,
Why
I
wouldn't it be yours?
I
Yeah.
know, but
You've looked into this and that's what they told you?
yeah.
Or you're just, okay. But what if you're a hoarder? So, I mean, the contents of your hoard, because you have an addiction to hoarding, then the insurance company is not going to reimburse you?
I don't
Ray, you keep,
have any idea how that works.
It says you're connecting, Ray.
I mean, there's a limit to their liability, or limit to how much they'll pay you on
Yeah.
contents. So.
I mean, I can't bring in say $100,000 card collection, and I've got a $20,000 Mickey Mantle laying around. My house burned down. I had a $20,000 Mickey Mantle. How do you prove it?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm definitely trying it. I don't care. I had a Mantle rookie card.
I had a PSA 10 Mickey Mantle 1952 top.
Sure you did.
You can prove that, actually.
Yeah.
That should be in your safety deposit box.
You wouldn't be
Right.
able to. Well, they could prove that you didn't have it. That's for certain.
When you guys create your shipping labels on eBay, when I used to go into the print label, it used to just automatically have a screen that popped up on my computer, and then I just hit print. Now I have to go hit the print label button,
Yep.
and then it takes me to a secondary page, and then I have to tell it to print from there.
Yep.
that
That's
change
what
for you
happens to
guys?
me.
It
Yep.
just happened in the last couple weeks.
I
Yeah.
haven't noticed. Do you guys print labels in bulk?
No,
No.
I don't print labels in bulk.
Oh, I
Yeah.
print mine in
I do.
bulk. So
Oh, you know what I bought? I bought some inventory this week, or yesterday.
All right. What'd you get?
250 books.
What kind?
I went at an estate sale, all different kinds. Not a lot of fiction.
Have
But
you
I have
done a
no
lot
idea
of
what it's worth. But when I'm paying $15 for 250 books, I'm not really complaining. But it wasn't fiction.
Yeah.
Too much fiction. So
Are you going to use an AI lister to list them?
I might use List Easier.
Okay.
Take a
That
picture of
seems
the
like a-
front, the back, the spine, the inside of the cover, if there's any writing or anything, maybe signatures, and then like the copyright page, because then it'll go through and pull if it's a first edition or whatever. It'll pull all that information off that page and put it in your listing for you.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
It
would be
beats-
handy.
Beats researching it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to
Absolutely.
trust it too.
Yeah.
For that price, go ahead. Yeah. Unless I see as I'm going to listen, I'll see something off about it. There is a nice autograph. Edgar Allan Poe or something. You're in the money.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed with List Agent, it's not accurate on pricing.
Oh yeah.
None of them are. I wouldn't trust the pricing
It-
in any.
It'll say there's like $10 to $20 cards, and I know the card's not near that. Like it's a cheap card. That's one of the reasons why I'm listing with List Agent. I'm listing these cards to get up cheap cards fast. And
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
probably
wouldn't trust AI on any pricing probably.
no, I wouldn't either. Absolutely not.
ChatGPT is almost never right.
Right.
No.
I don't know what's going on. Keep having this.
Yeah, keep saying you're reconnecting. You know, it's like it's trying to get you off air.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's 2:04 if we want to call it. And
Yeah.
Yep.
But so I don't know if you guys want to go around and say where everybody can find you at.
Yeah. Well, I'm Big City Flips. You can find me on YouTube at Big City Flips. You can find me on Instagram at big_city_flips. And I want to thank you guys for stopping by today. And I truly love it. I appreciate it. If you can stop by, drop me a follow. Thank you very much. And we're back on here at 12 o'clock on Thursday.
All right, I'm Happypicker, pretty much across the board, some version or variety of it. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. That's what we are. Oh, I guess on eBay we're like eBay or Happy Grumpy Picker, kind of a combination of our name. But yeah, come find me.
Yep. I'm Chad the Quirkypicker from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Got to say it right, Lancaster. Like L-A-N Kister. If you say Lancaster, you're not local.
From there.
Yeah, right. There's radio commercials all the time. You'll hear serving Lancaster area, and I'm like, I wonder where that was made because it was not made locally. Lancaster. And I'm on Instagram mainly. Quirkypicker Chat, I think is what it is. If you search, you'll find me. That's really the only place I'd like to contact resellers through. I got Facebook and stuff, but more for family.
Well, I'm Ray, Triple R Collections. You can find me on Instagram under Triple R Collections, or my YouTube channel, also Triple R Collections. Also, every Monday, it gets released. I do the Buy It All podcast. Gets released on Monday mornings, so feel free to check that out. And I guess thank everybody for joining us.
Yeah, now triple R, not 3 R's, not RRR.
Yeah,
the word triple.
Like it is on the screen here.
You sounded like a pirate. R R R R R R.
All right, I guess we lost him. He's gone.
Yeah, we lost him. He's gone. Beam me up, Scotty.
All right, see you guys.
He's in charge.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.
Goodbye.
I guess Ray can't take us down.
Yeah, you can't take